Hello and welcome to How Do I Homeschool Again? My name is Rebecca Devitt and today we're going to be talking about who was Charlotte Mason. Why would you ask this question in the first place? Well, chances are you're just beginning to look into homeschooling, perhaps homeschooling methods, and you've come across a few methods you like, and one of those is the Charlotte Mason homeschooling method. And that is probably why you're asking, well, who was Charlotte Mason? And the answer to that question was that she was a classical educator, so she was a teacher of her time, and she taught a lot of classes. And the children in her classes, she thought, well, perhaps we can teach them a better way. And so she made up her own method. And her method was she would teach them to educators, but it was also made for home educators, so homeschool parents. And so the method that she made is very easy to do in a homeschooling method because it's more one-on-one, smaller class situations. And she was an amazing woman, an incredible writer, and an incredible thinker, and really thought through a lot of the educational methods of her day. Mason lived about the 18 or 1900s. Mason wanted to make her curriculum based on a liberal education. So what that just means, it doesn't mean it's a progressive or left-wing education. It means that she wanted her children to experience a wide array of things and be exposed to a lot of concepts that perhaps peers of their day weren't being exposed to. What did this look like in practice? Well, it meant that children were exposed to nature, outdoor things, and a lot of their education was surrounded around getting children into the garden, into parks, going on long bushwalks. She was very involved in Scouts and Girl Guides and created that movement which we see so much today. Mason was also a very strong Christian, so a lot of her reasoning behind looking into nature and into flora and fauna was, God has made these amazing things, let's go and look at them, let's go and explore them. Mason was born in Wales. She herself was a homeschooled child, so she was educated by her parents at home. After spending 10 years teaching in the Davidson School, Worthing, England, she developed her idea of having a liberal or a wide curriculum for the children she taught. She wrote extensively explaining her theory to teachers and parents alike, and she also created geography books which are available today to the public. Charlotte Mason lectured at the Bishop Otter Teacher Training Centre in Chichester. She did this for about 5 years, and she would give lots of lectures to her teacher students explaining how to educate children about under the age of 9. Mason had a real heart for homeschooled children, and so she founded this thing called the PEU, the Parents Educational Union. Now, this union provided resources to homeschool parents, and this was a great place to go to in a time when you didn't have the internet and have many free resources available on hand. In 1819, Mason met a lady called Henrietta Franklin, and Franklin opened her own, the first Charlotte Mason School. Mason also wrote many books which explained her theory. Among homeschooling circles, probably the most popular one is the one called Home Education. This is in the Home Education series. And this is just a really good synopsis on how to do home education Charlotte Mason style. She also wrote the books called Parents and Children, Ourselves, Formation of Character, and School Education. One key motto taken out of her principles is education is an atmosphere, a discipline, and a life. Mason died in 1923 in Ambleside, England. The following inscription was put on her gravestone. In loving memory of Charlotte Maria Shaw Mason, born January 1, 1842, died January 16, 1923. Thine eyes shall see the King in his beauty, founder of the Parents National Education Union, the Parents Union School, and the House of Education. She devoted her life to the work of education, believing that children are dear to our Heavenly Father and that they are a precious national possession. Education is an atmosphere, a discipline, a life. I am, I can, I ought, I will, for the children's sake. Now these last three are Charlotte Mason's particular mottos. What a wonderful woman. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe and comment for more. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.